They'll begin on the ground here with Vaughn. Oh, felt like that move deserved more than he got there. A gain of 2.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit, and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive.
Hey, count. 47. 47. Here we go, 47.
They just get the play off. Now Prescott. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. That's pulled in at the 32. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return, and it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Good starting field position for the New York Giants here as they come up 1st and 10 at their 36-yard line.
Check.
They'll start out on the ground, and Saquon Barkley and able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Well, now hang on here because Saquon Barkley is in some discomfort, so we're going to have a pause here for an injury. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside.
Let's go.
Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Here we go.
Second down and 8.
They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Swinging this out right here for Cook.
And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 13 yards, good for a Giant first down.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield. But as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 38.
Back to throw. Here's Stroud. Got an open man. It's Pickens. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback?
So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer. Cook following the penalty. He's going to get 4 out of this as he's down to the 10-yard line.
Not a run that you're going to write home about, but still a good 1st down run. That's what an offense calls staying on schedule. 3 to 4 yards on 1st down, you're set up very well for the rest of the drive.
Second and 6 from the 10.
They'll send a tight end in motion right. On 2nd down, Cook. And he gets halfway home from the 10 to the 5 on a pickup of 5.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The jumbo set out there, 3rd and inches.
They'll run it. Here's Cook. And he is in. Touchdown, New York.
James Cook, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Giants put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 7-0. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And they're going to start in a hole as he's brought down at the 11.
At their own 11-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And the stakes in this game certainly high as we get toward the end of the regular season. For now, they are holding a wild card spot, but there are no shortage of other teams in the NFC looking to take that spot from them.
Starting with the guys on the other side of the field because they're on the outside looking in, and no one likes to be in that position. You want to be in the room, not looking inside to see everyone else having fun. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Second and 10.
Hey, count. 47. 26.
Again, a run with Vaughn.
And this time he won't even make it back to the line of scrimmage as they stop him in his tracks. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first.
Here we go, 47.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott.
He's got his running back out of the backfield. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And this is a guy who last week not only helped his real team, but really helped a lot of fantasy teams. 3 trips to pay dirt. They've got to contain him.
And watching him play is like going to lunch with you when you order that combo plate, right? In this case, his combo plate is he can go over the top of you and catch it in front, turn it into a big gain, run past you, and then uses his size and his physical abilities to keep you away from the football. Hard to defend this guy.
Reigning NFC Offensive Player of the Week. Even with that broken tackle, can't get very far. Stops short of the 30. They hold him to only 2 there on the screen. It's 2nd down.
The Cowboys at 7-5 now on the year. They come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8.
We're going to 54. Wide in. Hey, 47. 26.
Off the play fake, Prescott. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Dexter Lawrence has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
They'll need a big play here. Will Dak and the Cowboys after the sack. It's 3rd and long. Prescott from the gun. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
Looks like a second empty possession to start the game, and certainly not the way you want to start when you come in off of a loss last week. Every team talks about starting fast. They're hoping on their next possession, it can be a delayed fast start and get them going.
Let's take it inside his own 40. 42-yard punt, 6.
Got her struggling, man. Goddamn pass interference. We couldn't get no pass interference call. Come on. Come on, team. Show these motherfuckers who we is. Let's go.
Ready, set.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. They'll be looking to duplicate that first drive, the one that got them that 7-0 lead.
Of course they would. I mean, look, they're on the road. So getting the 7-0 lead was huge for them, right? Imagine getting up 2 touchdowns on the road, taking the crowd out of the game. That'd be ideal.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down. If you're these receivers, you got to be ready, because when he's going to throw it quick on that RPO, he's going to throw it quick.
And this is why you spend time with your guy either in the offseason, during the week, the whole bundle. Because sometimes just telepathy. You both see the same thing, and he knows get the ball to him right away.
First down, here's the run with Cook.
And He'll get what he can up the middle, 3 yards. That'll bring up second down. You look at this Cowboy defense. They're a unit that enters play way down, number 28 in the NFL right now against the run.
And stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Again, it's Cook. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York.
James Cook
With his second touchdown in this opening quarter.
And the Giants lead this now 13-0 here in the opening quarter of the ball game.
Extra point forthcoming. And it's good, and they have jumped out here to a quick 14-0 first quarter lead.
14, Cowboys nothing.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone.
Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And he'll go out of bounds, but not before reaching the opposite 35. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Here we go, 46, 46. 26.
Prescott looks to throw on first.
He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had it and dropped it. That is an unforced error there, and it takes away what could have been a touchdown.
And that is not what you expect from a receiver of his caliber. Sometimes you get a little ahead of yourself. You don't look it in, and all of a sudden it's on the ground. A surprise to all.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Kill. 26.
Now Prescott.
Short pass taken in by Schoonmaker.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
26.
A first down throw for Prescott. That is incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
Here's 2nd and 10.
26.
Handoff coming left is Vaughn.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Brandon, you're a big lover of music. How about what you just saw there? This is what I call playing the piano for a defensive lineman. The ability to move laterally up and down the line of scrimmage. How about the way he just flowed and got to the outside part of the field and made that play?
The Cowboys on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
A run with Vaughn out of the gun.
And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a 4th down.
Partner, that's another short run there, and I think the easy thing is to look at him right now and say, let's get away from him entirely. Let's start throwing the football, but I don't think you ever entirely abandon the run. It helps set a tone for the game for you, keeps your offensive linemen feeling good about themselves, and it actually tamps down a defense's pressure because if you just throw it all the time, it's going to tee off with the pass rush.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
Ready?
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
And not much doing there, maybe a yard up to the 23.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. Now 2nd and 9.
Gotta be lying. Ready?
Here's Stroud.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
This now a 3rd and 4.
60 Bobcat! 60 Bobcat! Okay, hey! Let's go!
Throwing now is Stroud. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he will have a Giants first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8.
3rd and 4 is always a tough call. Maybe a little too long to run for it, but not too long to hit him on the quick slant. And that was well executed. Found the window and zipped it right in there.
Let's go now!
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Timberwolf!
Cook up the gut, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Sometimes I think these defensive tackles get a little bit of a bum rap. We just see them as big guys that eat up blockers for others to make tackles. Oftentimes they're quicker than they get credit for. And this time he uses quickness to make a play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss.
Stroud to throw it.
Setting up the screen for Cook. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. It's a Giant first down on a gain of 16.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
Come on, come on.
Ball placed at the 45 for 2nd and 5. Stroud sets up the play action.
Rush coming, and he's taken down.
Micah Parsons in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
Yeah, some real defensive resistance there, saying not so fast to a good drive. They had marched to the end zone the last time out.
Here we go. Start.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive.
Stroud looking to throw.
And that will be incomplete.
That might be the third down stop that they needed because they've had a lot of trouble slowing down this offense in the first half. This might be their opportunity to get off the field.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And this late season game, of course, not lacking for drama when you talk about the AFC playoff picture.
Yeah, in a sense, it's the haves versus the have-nots because this group on offense, they'd be a wild card if the postseason started today, but they know the guys on the other side of the ball are still in that dreaded in the hunt category, and they're hungry for a win today.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, it's Prescott.
Left side to Lamb.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
Lamb's first catch of the game, good for a first down.
That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
On 1st and 10, Prescott.
And he'll go right back to Lamb.
That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And that's going to bring up 2nd down.
2nd and 3 at the 36-yard line.
Prescott yet again. Quick hitter here. It's complete. First target, first catch, and a first down.
Cowboys, first down.
On the draw, it's Vaughn. And slow going there as he'll only get a yard, maybe, up to the 41.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
At the 41-yard line.
Now we're at the 41, 2nd and 9.
Prescott to throw it. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
2nd down, Prescott.
That is caught, Schoonmaker.
And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Giants' 17-yard line. A very solid gain of 27. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Prescott.
And this ball is caught by Lamb. Touchdown, Dallas. A great effort there. Touchdown number 15 of the year. And the Cowboys have cut it back within a score.
That's why you've got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good, we're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. And again, it's no good. A few boo birds coming out as he's missed his second extra point here in the first half. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
Ready up.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Cowboy defense has a touchdown.
An excellent play there, CD, on the pick six. And I think were they a nickel? Did they have an extra DB out there?
Yeah, Brandon, I think they were in standard nickel, not the Buffalo, as teams like to call it, meaning 3 safeties for big nickel. They just wanted to take away the quarterback's throwing lanes, and that's exactly what they did, and came through with a big-time pick six.
Aubrey now for the point after.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The defense more than did its job. Now the offense is summoned onto the field as they'll go for 2. Following the interception, here's Prescott. And unable to connect. They don't get the 2-point conversion here.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
Let's go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on second down.
And Stroud now to throw. That one thrown across his body, and it's incomplete.
It certainly looked like maybe his third or his fourth read on his progression. Just trying to find his outlet man that time. Ends up leading him just a bit too much.
An incomplete pass on second down leads us to 3rd and inches.
Stroud.
That's going to be caught by Samuel.
Now he's loose down the left sideline.
And all the way down to the 17-yard line.
Well, Charles, sometimes we talk about the lengths officials sometimes go to protect star quarterbacks, but that was tough to argue against.
Yeah, and I'm sure that everyone's going to say, hey, we're going to administer the penalty the same way for all quarterbacks. But when it's a star back there, even more so are they going to be diligent about throwing the flag.
Up the middle, it's Cook. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down.
It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
Not a whole lot there on first and goal, and that's what you're looking for defensively. You'll certainly live with giving up just a yard or two in this situation.
Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on second and goal.
Now Stroud.
This will be caught just inside the 10. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half.
A big play forthcoming. Here's third and goal. Back to throw. Here's Stroud.
And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
Coverage is awfully tight there on third down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And his kick is indeed good, but now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about.
And they'll accept that penalty.
So now then the penalty's got him set up with a first and goal.
Stroud out of the gun here. Touchdown!
A great play there in the final seconds of the first half.
And the Giants have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half.
So they're able to capture the lead here just before halftime.
And not only that, they get the ball to start the second half.
That's right.
This is almost like basketball down the stretch, right, where you get the 2-for-1 situation where you try and get 2 shots to your opponent's 1. In this situation, they got the touchdown. They'll get another shot at to start the second half.
Could be a big turnaround. The Giant offense going to stay on the field as they'll go for 2.
Stroud's going to try to throw for the conversion.
And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
And with 7 seconds remaining, not much time to really do anything.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And the fair catch signaled for and taken, so they'll begin this third quarter from their 25-yard line. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw. Quick throw there is incomplete.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. They'll try the middle with Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. Samuel going to go in motion right. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Barkley. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Barkley. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
From the 41, here's a 2nd and 8.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Caught along the left side by Hyatt. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Stroud on 3rd down now. This one goes out wide for Barkley. They'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. Nifty footwork at the 45. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense get a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. A give to Barkley out of the gun. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And Barkley did not get there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And the Giants send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. They start the drive with Vaughn. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments.
46.
Back near his goal line, it's Prescott. And now Prescott is going to be taken down. He couldn't get away, and that's a safety.
That's exactly what they were aiming for defensively. A huge early play that cuts off any opposing momentum at the knees. As soon as that snap was made, they were flying to the ball and through the line. Great call from the coaching staff and even better execution.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Taken in at the 22. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it?
And trying to get it to Samuel, but it's intercepted. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Vaughn on 1st and 10.
And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 2nd down, it's Vaughn.
Now they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They wind up losing a couple there, so they go behind the original line of scrimmage, and now 3rd and 11 coming up.
And they have just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the 1st down marker. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
And he missed it. It's no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. The last drive for this offense, Charles, you remember it ended in one play, that quick interception, but they do still have the lead as they start this drive here.
And that's something to focus on for them as well, because it's not quite no harm, no foul. But the interception, hey, shake it off, move on. Hasn't cost your team the lead, and now it's time to rebound. And the quarterback and his teammates, they can add to the lead with a good drive here.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Back to the ground, this time Cook. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
3rd down and 10. Here's Stroud. Pass taken in by his big tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. That 3rd down conversion good for 23.
And that's well executed there on 3rd down. And I love the confidence that they had to let their tight end try and find some space in the middle of the field, right in their quarterback's line of vision. And QBs love to make that easy throw, and they hooked up there for a 1st down.
A 1st down carry for Barkley. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. One quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL. So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12.
19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
Throwing now is Stroud. Slant route connects with Deebo Samuel.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
The offense on third down tonight, 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Play action. Here's Stroud. They'll roll him out right. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. Well, now they're going to come out and take a look at this injury, and we'll be back in a moment. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Jones keeps it himself, and he's swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. No gain there as he kept it himself at 2nd down.
I think the effort was there, but sometimes the defense is just a little bit better. No gain on the quarterback sneak, no place to go.
This drive's taken more than 3 minutes off the clock already as they come up on 2nd down. Will take this one in. Touchdown, New York.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football 101, check that box.
The call is to go for 1 and kick the extra point. And the lead is up to 14.
Next to score, Giants 49, Cowboys 15.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. A 1st down throw for Prescott. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. Puts it on the carpet. It's out. And the Giants have it. It's picked up. He's to the 10. And they will finally get to him, but a great return has set him up 1st and goal at the 5.
Hey, whatever happened to the days of just getting a fumble recovery? Everyone's into taking it the other way and trying to create points themselves, aren't they?
Well, they are. And now a terrific opportunity inside the 5. The defense gets him the ball via the turnover. Now can this offense cash in? 1st and goal. Following the fumble recovery, Jones. And his first throw since coming in is incomplete. Looked like he had a couple of different options as far as who to throw to on that play. And who am I to say this, but I'm not sure he made the right decision.
Well, the window of opportunity is always going to be small in the NFL. That's why those quarterbacks who make quick decisions and have quick releases have the most success in this league.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Well, the spotlight hit him once already tonight as he got into the end zone. He was trying to make it a double spotlight, wasn't he?
But credit the defense, bottling him up, not letting him get in for the 2nd score there. Now, they'd really like like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Throwing Jones toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
So the Giants now are going to turn it over to their field goal unit. This to make it a 3-score game late. And his kick here is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that almost certainly the final piece to this puzzle, a 3-score lead. I don't think there's any coming back from there.
Well, you know, normally I'd get on you for giving up on the game right here, but I do think you're right in this case. This late in the game, 2 scores is tough enough. 3, I'm with you. That seems out of the question.
Oh, a good return up past the 30. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Staying on the ground. And it's out. He put it on the carpet. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
All right, you've had to put up with me in this booth. I'm going to try and be simple this time and succinct. It simply has not been their night.
No, I think that fumble's kind of indicative of how this whole evening's gone, isn't it?
Without a doubt. I mean, they've tried, but nothing has ever really taken throughout the game. That's why they're down so big.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Here we go, hey.
They'll work from the 36 on 2nd and 6. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Jones in trouble here, and down he goes. Looks like the offense is going to take another shot here. They're going on 4th and 13.
And it's 3 and out.
And the play clock is going to run out here. They're in no hurry to get a play off. So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. No returning this one. It sails out of bounds, and they'll spot it right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
So Prescott of the Cowboys now with a 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. That is caught by Lamb.
A big play here for Dallas. 46 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. And quickly, they get to the line.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd.
Now Prescott. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Off the play fake, Prescott. That is caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
On the ground with Vaughn.
They stopped short. Down at the 1. Had the great move, but couldn't get it all the way home. Another good run there for a guy who, remember, on Wednesday was named NFC Offensive Player of the Week for what he did a week ago.
Yeah, and you know it takes some solid runs and some extra special ones in order to win that type of an award. I think he's locked in and wants to get it done a second time.
Prescott now. Touchdown, Cowboys! Deuce Vaughn from a yard out. And the Cowboys have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. This time, the extra point up and good. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. Two scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
Up the middle with Barkley. Breaks a tackle. A decent run there following the display of quick feet down just inside the 45. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But
oh, no, he lost the football.
Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Well, that takeaway, partner, right there, that's a combination of coaching, execution, and absolute belief. Because a lot of guys will look at the scoreboard and go, this thing's pretty well done. But they still thought to themselves, if we can make a play, we give our teammates a chance to win it. And that's exactly what they did.
He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
And they're at the point of the ball game now where they've got to take some chances. They've got to put the ball in the air and just see what happens. But this defense knows that all too well.
Prescott now on 2nd down. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll try and pick it up by running the option to the right. Prescott able to get down there at the end on the slide, and he has the first as well. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score.
On All 3 timeouts remain, but they've got to score quick. It's 1st and 10.
Play action now. Prescott.
That's to Schoonmaker, the tight end.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
This is 1st and 10. Now Prescott going to change the play. To throw, Prescott.
Got his man there, complete to Gallup. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he can get a good head of steam going.
Here's Prescott.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it.
And the Giants are going to get the football here at their own 23. With the points that we've seen scored, neither defense has been at their best, but these guys have been a little bit better, Charles, and a nice interception there.
Yeah, you're right about that, Brandon. Let's face it. It's not always how you start, it's how you finish, right? So maybe you have a rough game all the way along, but if you make a big play like that at the right time, it can make everything turn out just okay.
Here we go.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the 4th quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock here with Barkley. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. And able to use his blockers to get this up over the 40. The Cowboys signal for their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Here is 3rd and 5. And not nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
Was that the incorrect read or just more an error on the throw by the quarterback?
I lean more towards the latter because it seemed like he was open there, just missed him on the throw.
And a tough one to miss because now you're dealing with a 4th down. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Cowboys are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10.
Here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott. And this one into the hands of Vaughn.
Well, he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down.
Prescott. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
Now the question is obvious. Do you try to kick the field goal right here knowing that you need 2 scores? I would be thinking about if I were on that sideline. Get the field goal now, try and get the touchdown later.
Now Dak.
To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to get it back to a one-score game. And his kick is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but a starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball to the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
Here we go, here we go.
And the Giants will kneel it here out of the victory formation. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
Down to a knee goes Jones, and that should just about seal it. And that knee will do it. So they snap the losing streak. Always a good feeling.
Yeah, I don't know if this one right here, when they're taking a knee, is as much exultation as exhalation, right? They just breathe a sigh of relief. Finally got a win. Needed one desperately.
So a victory here for the men in blue, the New York Giants.
Charles, for this losing side, their heads are hanging as they walk off the field today. And really, I mean, we know why. Those 3 turnovers by that offense, that's ultimately what doomed them.
And this is what coaches preach all the time to every team that we ever talk with. Taking care of the ball on offense, trying to take it away on defense. And let's face it, when you give it away 3 times in one game, you make it very difficult for your team to get the W.
So for the Giants, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Dallas, they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll get the extra week to think about this one as they